Disney World can be confusing and expensive, so you're gonna want to make the most of your time when you're here.
Today, we're gonna show you how to ride all the rides, the coasters, meet the characters, see the parade, fireworks, eat a Dole Whip, and way more.
Come with us to find the secret to the best day at Magic Kingdom. I'm so excited!
Magic Kingdom. Park opens at 9, but it does, however, open at 8:30 for guests of Disney World Resort hotels. That's not the whole park, though. It is Tomorrowland and Fantasyland. So guests are headed those directions right now. We are not resort guests, so we're going to hang out here and rope drop towards Adventureland, which does not open early for resort guests, meaning that there won't be lines already at the rides. So we're going to hang out here, hopefully catch some of the castle show. How you feeling? You ready for a good day? It's a day. It is early. Are you ready?
I'm ready to have a perfect day.
Oh. So when you enter the park before it opens, you will find that they have guests being held at basically holding areas around the park. Since we're gonna head through Adventureland and try to hit some of those big rope drop attractions, we're heading over here to this little Adventureland crowd. And at 9 a.m. when the park's open, the cast members, this one holding the pirate flag, will walk us right on into Adventureland. We had 3 very different opinions about the best ways to spend a day in Magic Kingdom, and chances are so did the people in your family. So we're gonna do something that will please everybody today, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
I'm all about the rides.
I love snacks, and I'm all about the characters and shows.
All right, so that's very different stuff.
Yes, it is.
So we'll see if we can make everybody happy.
It's gonna be great.
But it is roasty toasty out here.
I want to see how long I can make it with my hair down. I don't know if it'll be long.
I'm not betting on very long.
No. What time is it? 8:45.
Okay.
Let's mark it.
Now, I do recommend prioritizing rides in rope drop because you can probably get through 1 to 3 rides with a dramatically shorter wait than they will be at any other time of the day during rope drop. But there is actually a show called the Let the Magic Begin show that happens at the castle on Cinderella Castle stage. There are fireworks, there's all your favorite characters, and that happens at 8:55. It's very magical as well, and you still will be able to take advantage of at least 1 to 2 rides in rope drop. So that is worth doing as well. We're just skipping it today because we have our eye on the rides. I have my eye on the rides. Sorry, Fry Bucket.
I'll join you for the rides, but I'm gonna leave to go see some of my favorite characters.
That's fine.
There.
Oh no. I meant to apply sunscreen before we started.
So we're here. We're actually rope dropping.
No. Come on.
I'm here.
Yeah, for Swiss Family Treehouse?
Yeah, why are you here?
For everything else. So we are using Genie Plus today. You can have a good day in Magic Kingdom without Genie Plus, but I'm not sure you can have the best day ever without being able to skip a lot of those lines. We're gonna try to not wait any more than 30 minutes for anything today. Our first lightning lane, I got up and booked it as soon as I could at 7 a.m. and that was for Jungle Cruise. We had Jungle Cruise starting at 9:30, so that's why we are breezing right past, which is great because as you can see, most of the rope drop crowd was headed for Jungle Cruise. But we're gonna go see if we can go hop on Splash Mountain if it opens on time, and Big Thunder Mountain if it doesn't. Does not look like Pirates is up for the day. A line of cast members is never a good sign. I do hear large splashes.
A large splash, you say?
I do say a large splash, and I see the camera going off on Splash Mountain, so perhaps it did actually, once in a blue moon, open on time today, which would be amazing.
Don't jinx us.
Okay, sorry. Maybe it didn't.
We're not in line.
It could still be running tests in the morning, but as you can see, we're not the only ones headed this direction. Lots of folks are headed over towards Big Thunder and Splash, and that's because this is a good place to start your day. These rides both get very long lines that do stay long for most of the day until the very, very end. Splash is already listing a 25-minute. Big Thunder is already listing a 5. But I think we'll hop on Splash because that one tends to see longer waits, especially on days that are going to be 90 degrees like today. Now it is August. It's not the busiest time of year, but it's not the slowest either. So we had a pretty busy day at Epcot yesterday, I would say. So we'll see how crowds are today. It's hard to tell at rope drop because everybody kind of bunches up in one place, but we'll definitely keep an eye on it.
So as we're heading in, it does say that it's 25 minutes right now, but cast members in the morning will kind of preemptively put up a time because of course they don't know exactly who's going to be where, so they try to give it their best guess. As the day really starts to begin, those wait times of course will shoot up. So we don't know if this will be 25 minutes, it might be more, it might be less, we'll see.
That house is fry bucket sized. I like your mailbox.
Thank you, I painted it myself.
Oh, good.
Patriotic.
You guys want to know something?
Yes.
This is tied for my favorite ride in Disney World with pirates.
In Magic Kingdom or all
In all of Disney World.
You're a water ride girl.
Listen, I love a boat.
You do love a boat.
And these rides are boats, technically.
true.
A log boat flume is still a boat. So it's just my jam. And I'm actually really excited for the retheme because I still get the same ride system with a new story, which sounds pretty cool to me.
I'm very excited. I literally painted my nails for Tiana this week.
Oh, I love it.
I love her.
It is World Princess Week.
Yes.
As Fry Bucket has told me 77 times.
I'm gonna go meet all the princesses. So as you can see, we can actually already see the ride boats. So that's how you know we're getting very close. And we have only been in line for 15 minutes. How many? 3. Who shall it be?
I'll ride alone on this one, so I can have a pure splash mountain experience.
You're so giving.
We'll rotate.
Fair.
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
To start our day by getting soaking wet. You're also in the front.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Splash Mountain.
It's a good ride.
I do love it. Also, I will say, I don't like riding that one in the morning in the winter, but right now I was already so sweaty that I now cooled down.
Yes.
It's pretty nice. And as you can see, the lines have started to back up all the way out here, which we only waited 15 minutes for that ride. Speaking of which, let's do an early morning weight check, shall we? All right, morning weight check as we walk to our first lightning lane of the day at Jungle Cruise. We've got Peter Pan's flight is already up at an hour. Genies are mostly available, it looks like so far. Big Thunder's at 45 minutes. I think we can do better with a lightning lane later. Lots of stuff is still pretty low. Haunted Mansion's still at 30 minutes. If we didn't have a lightning lane right now, that would be my next move, was to head to Haunted Mansion. Jungle Cruise is up to 60, but of course we get to skip that 60-minute wait. And you can see some of the character lines already getting longer. Meet Mickey and Minnie's already at 75 minutes.
Ooh, right.
And lightning lanes are all the way down to 7:10 p.m. for that. Pirates still hasn't opened. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is already at 95 minutes. But since the park is open, we can purchase lightning lanes, so I think we're gonna do that. Splash Mountain is one of those outdoor attractions that will close with the rain, but that's why you wanna ride outdoor attractions first thing in the morning. Will you guys do a little dance to intro the Genie Plus Crash Course? I'll sing a jingle. Are you ready? Genie Plus Crash Course! Woo! That was really good. So Genie Plus is a relatively new service here in Disney World. Disney introduced Genie. There are 3 different sections of Genie. The first is Free Genie, which has a tip board and customizable interests. Genie Plus is basically like a paid version of FastPass Plus. It's $15 per person per day and gives access to the lightning lanes, where you can skip the line at most attractions around Walt Disney World. And then the third is individual lightning lanes, which include select rides not included with Genie Plus for an additional date-based fee. Right now, the only individual lightning lane in Magic Kingdom is Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Now, though Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is the only individual lightning lane right now, it's possible that that will change with the opening of Tron Light Cycle Run and Space Mountain was one in the past. So those can change, so make sure you check before your trip what the individual lightning lanes are, especially before you purchase Genie Plus, thinking that an attraction will be included. We're headed into Jungle Cruise. It's got a 60-minute wait right now, but of course we did snag that lightning lane so we could save an hour here and just hop right on. And once we use our lightning lane, we'll be able to book another. You can book a second lightning lane after you've either used the one that you already have or after a 2-hour cooldown. We're not going to go too in-depth on Genie Plus today because we do have a bunch of videos on the channel detailing Genie Plus and how to use it. However, if you do want an updated Genie Plus experiment to see just how much more you can do in Magic Kingdom, let us know in the comments. We'd be happy to do some science for you.
Science.
We love science.
Disney science.
Science.
Always.
Yeah.
All right, we're already here.
With the lightning lane, we waited 1 minute.
0
Maybe
minutes.
not.
Yeah.
Right up here. Yeah. My favorite joke was while we were getting on the boat, he said, "I hope y'all know what you're getting into." And then he said, "It's called a boat." B-O-T-E.
He was a good skipper.
We had a really good skipper. And I didn't die in the jungle. Did you guys?
No, I did, but it's cool.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, things happen.
Yeah, and it's
All right,
Jungle
on to
Cruise.
Swiss Family Treehouse?
No, I'm kidding. No. Why? It's on the way. It's right here.
Because we perfect best day ever. Come on.
It is the perfect best day ever.
All right, we are now kind of strolling our way towards, I think, Fantasyland, because I think it's about coffee time.
Coffee time.
We're out of solid rope drop at this point. Things are starting to get their longer lines, so we're no longer racing to get through some more attractions. So I think we go grab some coffee, but what we can skip is the coffee line. So there is a Starbucks at Main Street Bakery, and there is a Joffrey's location in Tomorrowland. But one, those weren't super close to where we were. Well, I guess Main Street Bakery was about as far as this, but the Tomorrowland was very far, and those lines get so long in the morning. Luckily, there are 2 options where you can get cold brew in Fantasyland at the Friar's Nook and at Pinocchio Village House. Now, typically the cold brew is available on mobile order. Today, it is not on mobile order, though it is on the regular menu. I talked to a cast member, and they do still have Joffrey's Shaken Jamaican available. It just wasn't on mobile order. So we are waiting in a line, but not nearly as long a line as if we needed to head down to Main Street. So that is definitely a pro tip, because those coffee lines are long at the Joffrey's and Starbucks in the morning. All right, so I'm looking right now at Big Thunder and Peter Pan's Flight, since those ones look like they're heading the furthest out of the day. Peter Pan's Flight, the next available lightning lane is at 2:35. I will note that Jungle Cruise's next available is already at 4:40, so we definitely made the right call in going with Jungle Cruise over Peter Pan's Flight. If you don't care about Jungle Cruise, definitely go Peter Pan's Flight. Coffee's acquired. We waited about 4 minutes at Friar's Nook compared to, I've waited 30 minutes at Main Street Bakery. 4 minutes, and we have the same coffee in hand that we would get at Joffrey's.
And it's just as good.
This is the best day ever. We don't have time for a 30-minute coffee line.
No, we don't. We got things to do, people to see.
Also, Fry Bucket met Peter Pan.
I did.
We were standing at the table, and then Fry Bucket was gone.
Sometimes certain characters might be roaming around, so I'm gonna go see what's up with Peter Pan.
You seen Tinkerbell anywhere? No.
Are you looking
I thought
for
she would
her?
be over here. Hi.
Hi.
I'm looking for Tinkerbell.
Okay, I think I can help you.
Have you seen Tinkerbell? At that castle? I don't think so. She really likes that castle.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to help me? Yeah. Here, come here. Gather around. 1, 2, 3.
He was just out and about. He was roaming around. So if you see a character and you want to meet them, you can go up to them. Obviously, don't super crowd around them because other kids came up after me, and so I gave them space too because everyone wants to hang out with Peter Pan. I left Quincy and Emma at the table with my coffee. Hopefully my coffee is still there when I get back. He needed help finding Tinkerbell. So
Did you help?
we didn't find her.
Okay. Well,
So he's still on the lookout. but he kept going, and I said, sorry, Peter, I gotta go. I tried.
That'll happen.
You got to say hi.
We are gonna head down and catch, I think, the Dapper Dans while we drink our coffee. Does that sound nice, everybody?
Okay, great.
But I have something that I think we should do first to make the best day ever even better. You guys want to get pixie dusted?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
So pixie dusting is completely free. You can find it at Sir Mickey's here in Fantasyland. Just walk right in and ask a cast member, and they will be able to sprinkle a little pixie dust, which is a lot like glitter, except if you really believe you can fly. Try. Believe harder, Fry Bucket. Oh, she can fly! Oh my gosh, she's flying! How are you doing that?
Don't show my feet. Don't show my feet.
All right, so we're currently strolling towards Main Street with our coffee in hand. But while we're walking past the castle, pro tip, the best spot to get a really, really good castle picture is actually on the side. So we're on the bridge right here. So if you take a picture right here against this bridge, the castle is beautiful. The sun is in the right spot, and you're not gonna have anyone in your picture. There's also Cinderella's wishing well right over there. So they've got a photo pass photographer there right now if you wanted to do that. Look at all these people trying to take their pictures. So, of course, these are great pictures if you want to be right in front of the castle, but you're probably gonna have people in the background. Another good spot to take pictures is actually on the sides over at the columns over there. It's not gonna be as crowded, and those gives you a really awesome angle of the castle as well, again, without anybody in the background of your picture.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Just checking. If you're happy and you know it, lick your nose. If you're happy and you know it, and your face is truly show it. If you're happy and you know it, give us $1.
Well, folks, we've enjoyed singing for you here this morning in the Magic Kingdom. If you enjoyed our singing, remember, we're the Dapper Dans of Main Street.
And if you did not like our singing, we are the Vienna Boys Choir.
So for that said, the Dapper Dans were up on top of the train station. Sometimes you can find them up there. You can find them on Main Street vehicles, walking down the street. Sometimes they're just out and about. So another thing, keep your eyes peeled. They have showtimes in My Disney Experience app. Right now they're in their fall outfits, which fits the rest of Main Street, so it's super fun. You for sure should stop and listen to a song or two.
We're walking under the castle. It's breakfast time. But these mosaics are one of my favorite places in all of Disney World. Look at them with your eyes.
They look expensive.
They do look expensive.
They are expensive. I actually do know that.
My favorite one. Guess which one's my favorite one?
The slipper.
Yes, the slipper's my favorite one. Of course it's your favorite.
Have your moment. Look at her. That tiny little foot.
It's so small.
They're the same size. You're the same size as her. So of course, for our first snack of the day, where else do I want to come but Gaston's? So as you can see, it's actually very busy this morning. There is not a mobile order option for Gaston's, so you do have to wait in line. We probably won't be able to find seats in here because it is so busy this morning. I obviously think that it's worth it because I really enjoy this cinnamon roll.
Doing a dust for Molly.
For our first snack of the day, we of course had to start with the warm cinnamon roll from Gaston's. It is basically just a massive, delicious, gooey cinnamon roll. I think it's the best cinnamon roll that Disney World has, and it's just large and in charge, and you can get extra icing for a tiny little fee. And that's, I mean, what else can you ask for? If you're sharing, I really actually recommend getting the extra icing, so that way for the people who get the lovely bottom spots, they can also have some icing on it.
I know this bite is too big, and I'm gonna take it anyway.
You deserve
Look
it.
how small your bites are. You guys are gonna have to talk because I'm gonna be chewing for forever.
That's fair.
All right, cinnamon roll breakfast.
All right, that hits the spot.
Good and gooey. Yep. Okay. We'll take over.
Quincy needs a napkin.
Quincy needs a moment. I love this cinnamon roll. I think it's good and gooey. It's very warm, hence, warm cinnamon roll. I love it with the extra icing. It just adds a little zhuzh to me. What do you think?
I love cinnamon rolls. Love the Gaston cinnamon roll. I mean, they're iconic in themselves, actually.
I think best breakfast in Magic Kingdom.
I was going to say the Nutella waffle, but this is a close second.
Fair.
Absolutely.
I'll give you that.
I also will add that you can get a Mickey cinnamon roll at Main Street Bakery. It is obviously cute because it's Mickey. It does not hold a candle to this cinnamon roll. We had a cinnamon roll smackdown.
We did.
Which you'll see in a video coming out relatively soon, but this one definitely won. Spoiler alert, not really shocking.
No. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Hey, I'm starting a new segment, Fun Facts with Fry.
Oh, there's a new segment happening?
Yeah.
Oh, this is exciting.
I just came up with it myself.
What's your fun
So,
fact?
Fun Facts with Fry. Back here in this area, in Fantasyland, right next to Gaston's, they actually play music from Beauty and the Beast, the Broadway musical. So right now they're playing Me from the musical, which is one of Gaston's songs, and I love that because where else can you hear that Broadway music?
Now we did eat breakfast around like 11:30, 11:45, which is a primo time to eat breakfast because that means that you're going to be in for a later lunch, and that's important because you do not want to eat on peak meal times when you're in Magic Kingdom. We're going to be sort of doing like a snackier day. We're going to do lunch probably at Columbia Harbor House, which is all of our favorites, I think. So that's going to be really exciting. I also highly recommend Columbia Harbor House as a crowd pleaser because there's seafood, but then there's also like really good chicken tenders and fries and stuff like that. And it's in the air conditioning with a ton of seating. But at peak times, it might be harder to find the seating because if you eat lunch so late, we'll be hungry around like 2 or 3 and hopefully have a little bit of an easier time with lunch. Incidentally, our 2-hour cool down from Genie Plus does end here in a couple of minutes, so we're gonna go ahead and try to grab another one. But we've got some filler time, and the carousel only has a 5-minute wait.
Let's get to it.
I love the carousel. All right, we're headed up to Prince Charming Regal Carousel. Now, this is a filler attraction, and I don't mean that like anything against the attraction. It's an amazing ride, but it's just one that you can usually ride with a short wait without getting using a Genie Plus Lightning Lane on it. Or some of these attractions just don't have Lightning Lane. So that's what we're saying, filler between your Lightning Lanes. And my alarm just went off that our cooldown is done. That's a pro tip. If you do engage that 2-hour cooldown, go ahead and set an alarm so you know as soon as you can start booking your next Genie Plus Lightning Lane. So Emma is on it. All right, so this horse right here, the second one in the row with the flowers in its hair, that is Cinderella's horse. You can tell because it has a gold ribbon in its tail. So that's the one I'm going for. Would you elbow a kid for me?
I mean, I am kid size.
Yeah, so it would be fine.
It's a fair fight.
It's okay then. There it is. The gold ribbon in the tail. Eye on the prize, Fry Bucket.
I can see it. I can see the horse.
Claimed. Claimed the Cinderella horse. This is what you're looking for. Ribbon in the tail. That's Cinderella's horse.
Oh yeah. Quincy, how do you feel on this
I feel
horse?
so regal. I'm officially a princess.
You are. You've always been.
I've never been so relaxed.
You've never been so relaxed. Why get a massage when you could ride the carousel?
Because the massage is longer.
That's true.
Still nice.
It is nice. But it's now about time for our Big Thunder Mountain Railroad Lightning Lane.
It is. It's already started.
Yep. So you can see the 2-hour cooldown can feel very inconvenient, but you can also use it to your advantage. We had coffee, we had breakfast. Now we're strolling right on over, and we get to just skip the line. So not a big deal to engage it.
All right, now we're gonna go see Mickey's Celebration Cavalcade. The cavalcade started happening after COVID, so instead of a big long parade, they started pumping out these little cavalcades with 1 or 2 floats apiece. It's a fun way to see a lot of characters. They come out through different times during the day. Be sure and check the app. It's nothing that you need to stake out a spot for like the Festival of Fantasy Parade. They're just super quick. They're gonna come right past.
Railroad line is all the way outside of the attraction. It's got about a 45-minute wait right now, which isn't too bad, but still 45 minutes I wouldn't want to spend in line when I could just lightning lane it. One thing about the lightning lane for this ride is that it does skip the interactive portions of the queue. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad did get a little bit of an overhaul to the queue to become interactive. Now, some of those interactions have been like kind of on and off lately, so they might not even be available, and it's not the coolest queue in the world, so I would consider this a skippable one. It's nice to have if you are waiting in that standby line, but it's not a reason to not get lightning lane. We are in almost the very back, which is the most wild part of the wildest ride in the wilderness. Are you ready? I'm riding with Fry Bucket because she said that she's small and will fly out of this ride, so I'm gonna mom arm her in.
How did you feel?
Amazing.
How did you feel?
So fun.
It's wilder in the back for sure.
Do you think it's the wildest ride in the wilderness?
Hands down, it's the wildest ride in the wilderness. All right, our wait for Big Thunder was about 10 minutes, which is one of the longer lightning lane waits that we've had. That is because the lightning lane was backed up, and compared to the 45, way better. It has put us in a bit of a rush though to catch the castle show, which is what we're going for. So we've got pep in our step.
Go, Fry, go!
She's bobbing, she's weaving. We do not run, we bob and weave.
We are on our way to Mickey's Magical Friendship Fair. It's the same castle show that they had before the 50th, but they gave it a little flair. So, Fab Five characters are in their iridescent outfits. Same general storyline. Anna and Elsa come out, Tiana and Naveen, Rapunzel and Eugene. So, same general show, but a new song at the beginning and at the end. It's wonderful, it's fabulous. I would not encourage you to stake out a spot for it, but if you are walking close to the castle or in front of the castle, close to one of the show times, then I would recommend you stop and watch it.
Emma's crying. At one point looked at each other and took off our sunglasses and we were like, we're crying.
Magical Friendship
Tears
Fair
were shed.
Day.
Which I understand is dramatic. I get it, but
I'm sorry, Isabel.
I watched a family, Olaf came out and said warm hugs for everyone, and I watched a family do a group hug and I immediately, tears sprung in my eyes. It's so magical. I wanted to skip that because I'm not a shows person and I've actually never seen it before for that reason. What was I doing?
You were totally missing out.
I was totally missing
Fry
out.
has won a point.
Fry won a point.
That's
Show
my
person
goal.
won a point.
That's my goal.
Oh my god.
We did just watch the 1250 show, and it is the heat of the day. It is very, very hot. You're in direct sunlight. If possible, if you're planning to come see the show, I would recommend you do one of the first ones or one of the later ones when it's not in the middle in the heat of the day.
You guys, I'm feeling toasty. And the next thing that we really have on the schedule is we want to check out the 3 o'clock parade.
Of course.
Of course. We need to eat probably here soon, and our next lightning lane isn't until Peter Pan after 4. Now, it is important to note that we are not maximizing Genie Plus today. We are using it kind of to our leisure. This is the way that I recommend using it for a perfect day, is getting it for those big ones so you don't have to wait in any long lines, but not gluing yourself to your phone for the whole day. We absolutely will do a challenge to get all of the Genie Plus rides in Magic Kingdom in one day. If you want that, let us know in the comments. We are just kind of using it to supplement the best day ever, and a best day ever involves hanging out with your friends and family and seeing shows and riding the rides and not spending a ton of time refreshing your Genie Plus app. We are toasty warm though from standing in the sun during the castle show, so we're headed to catch some AC at one of my favorite show attractions, Mickey's Philharmagic, because it has a Coco scene that they added recently. You haven't seen the Coco scene?
Oh, it's
you
so
will cry.
good.
I will cry.
It's so good.
Here we are at Mickey's Philharmagic, the kingdom's most magical music review. This is a super cute show. It's relatively short. It's like 10 minutes. And it does feature a lot of really classic Disney songs. And Donald is the main character, so I love it for that reason. There's a Coco section, so I love it for that reason. And it really is amazing. It's also, fun fact, the first time that Pixar characters and Disney characters have been featured in the same animated feature is Mickey's Philharmagic.
Until Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, this was also Mickey's only attraction.
Oh, I hadn't even thought of that. Now here's a question I have. Why isn't that a segment of this show? Hades sings torch songs. And why doesn't Hades have a solo in Hercules?
I have a thought.
Yeah.
What they should do, as part of the Halloween party, they should have a whole brand new Philharmagic with all the villains.
That honestly would be the best.
That would be so... Can you be an Imagineer?
I'm trying.
Mickey's Philharmagic is another of those filler attractions. There aren't a ton of people in here. It's not really queuing up. This is a 15-minute wait, and that's the lowest it will get because a show with loading and unloading takes about 15 minutes. If it's ever longer than that, you're going to wait through a couple of shows. So I would recommend just waiting for the wait to go down. I have never seen this go a whole day without dropping to 15 minutes at some point. Not to say it's not possible on like New Year's, but I certainly haven't seen that happen, even on pretty busy days. How was Mickey's Philharmagic?
So good.
So good.
Magical.
What did you think of the new Coco scene?
I loved it. I don't know what I was expecting, but
It's adorable. I literally started tearing up after it because I love Coco so much, and Donald. For me, this is a mid-level priority. It's not a must-do. If I don't have Genie Plus and it's super crowded, I will skip it, but it's up there. So
It's my favorite break between rides and the AC.
yeah, me too. And that's a really good tip too, is that when you are headed to Disney World, especially Magic Kingdom, make a list of your top priorities and everybody's priorities in your family. We obviously have different priorities today, but want to spend most of the day together. So we are hitting each of our priorities. The castle show is for Fry Bucket. I'm getting to ride all the rides I want. And of course, we are eating some amazing and iconic snacks and food for Emma. So make that list of priorities, and that will help out when the day comes. If you get to do extra stuff, it's great, but you can just aim for a couple top ones, maybe 3 per person if you've got a family of 4, to try to get everything done. So we're gonna head to lunch at Columbia Harbor House. And then I think after we're gonna go catch the parade. Well, you guys are. I'm skipping the parade to see if I can get another ride in, or maybe 2. So we'll see. But we're gonna check out the parade from a couple different locations. Emma's gonna go to Frontierland, Fry Bucket's gonna go to Main Street, and I'm gonna skip it completely so that we can show you what might be the best option for your best day ever. But first, fried fish. Columbia Harbor House is located in Liberty Square, and it does have a focus on fish options, sandwiches, and things like that. They also do have salads. It's a pretty extensive menu, and there's also things for pickier eaters like chicken tenders. There's grilled salmon if you don't want fried. I absolutely love this restaurant, and it has a ton of indoor seating. And tartar sauce, so that's what I like here. So because we chose to dine at an off-peak time, we didn't have to wait at all for a mobile order window, so Emma is mobile ordering as we speak. Here's the line we don't have to wait in, thanks to mobile ordering in the My Disney Experience app. To mobile order, you just go to the little plus sign at the bottom, hit order food, and then you can select the window that you want to pick up. Go ahead through the menu, pick out what you want, and then when it's time, you can hit I'm here, prepare my order. When your food's ready, it'll let you know. I will note though that this line is not super long. Again, another benefit of dining at 2 p.m. a little bit after peak lunchtime. There is a lot of dining space downstairs at Columbia Harbor House, but I usually like to come upstairs because as you can see, Again, not a peak dining time, but there are a ton of tables open up here. It's typically very easy to find a table up here. It's quiet, the AC is blasting, it's not too crowded. I absolutely love sitting up here. My favorite room is actually this one on the end. There are 3 of us, but we only got 2 entrees because as you can see, this is the trio platter and it's a huge amount of food. It's pieces of fried fish, chicken tenders, fried shrimp, and hush puppies with french fries. We got 2 of them to split between all 3 of us, and we also got an extra side of hush puppies because the hush puppies here are excellent. As a Southerner, I am qualified to say that. Emma will also have to weigh in. You've never had the hush puppies, right? Okay, you'll have to weigh in. All right, technically Fry Bucket is Southern as well.
But I'm from Texas, so my vote counts.
And she still lives there, which is a little bit of a one-up on us. Fry Bucket literally flew in to try these hush puppies.
I've been looking forward to it.
Hush puppies from Columbia Harbor House, totally amazing. Perfectly crispy on the outside, very soft and moist on the inside, and they have actual kernels of corn in them. Just the right amount of sweetness to like savory. I love them. All right, you guys, never had them before, weigh in.
That's a really good hush puppy, actually. Like Quincy said, the corn is actually what makes it for me. I really like that addition. It's really good. Good and sweet, but also just savory enough that I can really enjoy it.
Yes, hush puppy is very, very good. My favorite part actually is how sweet it is because I like my cornbread super sweet. I put a lot of sugar in mine. I also really like the kernels of corn, but I was pleasantly surprised with sweetness.
I'm trying the fish from the trio basket. I'm putting tartar sauce on it because obviously, who wouldn't? Super good, very crispy. It's pretty plain white fish, so it's not anything too unfamiliar. That's what I really like about coming here is I can just put tartar sauce on literally everything in this trio platter and it's delicious. But if you like fish sticks, you'll like this fish.
A little piece of fried shrimp. Breading is nice and crunchy, which I really like. Just a plain piece of shrimp on the inside. Again, like Quincy said, I would put tartar sauce on this, or I was about to say or ketchup, but that's weird.
PSA, there's also cocktail sauce.
Yes, cocktail sauce.
That comes with the trio platter.
That makes more sense for the shrimp.
Of course, I am rounding off our trio platter with this delicious chicken. It's a Disney chicken tender. Good white meat. I really enjoy the size. They don't really skimp on this. It's all right. Not bad.
Finally, fry. Fry?
Why are you trying to fry?
Sorry. Fry will do it.
That's a good French fry. Normal Disney French fries. Columbia Harbor House has been fry approved.
All in all, a great lunch, off-peak time. I can't say it enough because you should definitely eat off-peak meal times. Fry has abandoned us, but that's okay because it's like she's here. We are doing all quick service today just to maximize our time in the park and our snacking. This has served as our main air conditioned break is this in Philharmagic. I highly recommend though that if you have little kids who tend to get tired or if you just don't want to be in a theme park from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. without a break, consider booking a table service meal. You can do that in Magic Kingdom or at any of the monorail resorts, which is actually my preference. Take a break from the crowds, get in the AC, spend some time with your family. If you do it at one of the monorail resorts, you get literally to get out of the park and get a full reset to your day. Another way to take a break is to actually take a break and go back to your resort, spend an hour there, and then pop back into the park. The park is open until 11 p.m. tonight. We're going to hang that long. This right now, us sitting and breathing in Columbia Harbor House is what's going to get us there. And we might take another break a little later doing something in the park.
More than likely will.
Yeah.
One thing when you're planning is be prepared to take breaks. Don't just convince yourself, oh, I can do it, no big deal. You're gonna need a break.
Okay, I am getting ready for my spot for Festival of Fantasy Parade. We've got some people already camped out for their spot for the parade, and they have no idea that some characters are about to pop up right over their heads. I don't know if I've shown them on camera yet, but these are my favorite shoes that I've ever bought, ever worn, ever seen. And they perfectly describe my love for Minnie Mouse. She's my queen forever and always. Here they come! Hi, Minnie! Hi! Mwah. You remember me from the parade? I love you. Oh, you're so cute, Minnie. You're my favorite. My absolute favorite. Oh, look, she's telling us that we're her friends. Oh. Oh! They enter and exit from the right side of the train station. So, if you want some really good pics and videos, you can kind of hang out over here for a second. If you do come over here and wait to watch them come on and off, of course it's not a regular meet and greet. They're not going to be able to stand here and talk to you for a long time, but you can snap a quick picture. Hi, baby! Oh my goodness, I love you so much. Bye, gorgeous.
Our first split of the day. So we do want to spend most of the day together. We came here together to enjoy the day, just like you probably will with your family, and we came here to enjoy that time with each other. However, everyone's not always going to agree on things to do, and as long as you have 2 adults, I do recommend splitting up if you're able to tackle the different things that people might want to do. If somebody needs a break, they can take that break. If somebody really wants to ride one thing and somebody really doesn't, then you guys can split up to do that. Fry Bucket and Emma really wanted to see the parade. I have seen the parade a bunch, and I know that during, especially the 3 o'clock parade, you can sometimes find some shorter wait times. So that's what I'm going to do right now, is use the parade time to hopefully be able to get on some rides. All right, let's check out the wait times and see what might be easy to hop on right now. It is midday, so even though the parade will pull people, wait times are still going to be longer than they were in the morning or in the evening, just because the most people are in the park right in the middle of the day. So the way we did our priority list today is that we have a must-dos section that we divided into genie priorities and filler rides. So like some of our must-dos we've already done. The carousel was a must-do, that was a filler ride. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad was a must-do. We used Genie for that. So it's good to just do a mix and to have a mix of those must-dos. And then we have a second section that is called If There's Time. I don't want to do any of our must-dos without the other 2, so I'm going to head to our If There's Time section. And I think I might go check out Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor.
It is almost time for the 3 o'clock parade. I've got a few minutes. I'm gonna go stake out my spot. So as you can see, the parade actually starts in about 5 minutes. I'm gonna try to get a spot across from Pecos. I love watching it over here. Once the parade starts and comes out, everyone will be up against that lovely white rope. So just be prepared for that.
Oh my goodness, I love Minnie Mouse so much. She's my absolute favorite.
Very good. I'm Mike Wazowski. That's Wazowski with one eye. Welcome to the Laugh Floor.
I will say one thing about the spot that I'm currently in. It is directly in the sunshine.
And I will say that I am sitting on Main Street in the direct sun again.
And for everybody, that's not cool. I don't really love being directly in the sunshine.
There's no one here next to me, most likely because of the sun.
The parade is not that long. I'm fine to stand here.
You might be thinking, Fry, why did you not get on the other side of the street where there's so much more shade? And while that is a very good question to ask, when the parade comes by, I will show you why I always, every time I see this parade, I always sit on this side of the street.
I would recommend getting here maybe 10 minutes early, see what you can find, maybe a little bit earlier if you love parades and you want a shady spot over there.
A cast member just came over and said that the parade already has started in Frontierland.
For the time has come to take your places and prepare to welcome the wondrous and wonderful Disney Festival of Fantasy Parade!
It is 3:12 and the parade is already done for me. I think it's really nice if you start at the beginning that you don't have to wait that long. More than likely where Fry is at, she probably has not even seen the beginning of it yet. So I think that's a real pro that you can see it and still get the most out of your day. You don't have to wait that long for the parade to come through to you. I really like that. I do think one con of where I was standing is being in the direct heat for a long time. I am pouring sweat. My phone is so hot, it hurts to touch it a little, but I also think I got great views and great videos of it. I think it's really beautiful to look at it here, and again, you don't have to wait that long.
I love Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. Emma did watch from Frontierland, which means she's seen the whole parade before it's ever even gotten to Fry Bucket on Main Street. So I think she's gonna come meet me here. for some spins.
Now, if you've seen the parade pre-COVID, you will notice that there are still a few sections missing from the parade. We don't see Merida anymore. We don't have the Scottish dancers. We don't have the swan dancers in the very beginning. The parade is not back to its fullest extent, even still. Currently, they offer the parade twice a day instead of once, so you've got more opportunities to see it. The reason I sit on that side of the street every time is because that's the side of the street that Flynn Rider is on. So he's only on one side, Maximus is on the other side. So either way, you're gonna be able to see him either way. But I like to be on the side that Flynn is on.
So Mad Tea Party is a classic. This is not on our list of must-dos. It was on our list of if we have time, because as adults, spinning, it's hard.
What do you mean as adults? I love to spin.
Okay, as an adult with my child, Emma.
Thank you.
Spinning is hard, but we do have time right now since Emma watched the parade from Frontierland and I skipped the parade. Mad Tea Party it is. Fry Bucket's gonna be so jealous. Mad Tea Party is an opening day attraction themed after Alice in Wonderland. You spin about in these teacups, you do control the spinning, so you can spin more or less. Sometimes it spins a little bit on its own, that does happen. And keep an eye on the teapot because sometimes the dormouse will pop out and say hi to you. Yellow's my favorite color. Great choice. Oh, the dormouse. Do you feel like tea?
I am piping hot.
That I am as well.
Physically.
It's a toasty day and it's about 3:30.
Yeah, I'm burnt.
Yeah, you are burnt. Look at that. Wear your sunscreen, kids.
I have it on.
Emma just asked me if I like it to spin or spin. And I said, obviously spin. And now look at how fast we are going. As fast as I can. Oh my goodness. My hands are sweating. You're doing great. I've never gone this fast, I think. POV of what I'm seeing. Oh my God. That's a thrill ride when you ride with Emma. My favorite part was her shouting, "I'm gonna be sick," and spinning faster.
It's all about the race here, baby.
I don't think it's a race.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I do feel a little jostled. Like perhaps doing that immediately after lunch was not the best plan. Emma and I rode Mad Tea Party. You missed out. Emma spun it like a maniac. We were going so fast, I was like getting whiplash.
That sounds fun. I was pretty dizzy getting
And
off.
she was telling me, she was like, I feel sick. And then she would spin it faster. It was unhinged.
Dedication, baby. Yes. I'm here to have the best day, the perfect day.
It's not the best day ever if you don't spin at maximum speed on the teacups.
Absolutely. Amen.
All right, it's about time for our next lightning lane, which is over at Space Mountain. So that's where we're headed. We're gonna scan in right when the window starts so that we can go ahead and get another lightning lane. I am having what I would call so far the best day ever.
I would agree.
What are you guys?
Pretty happy. Oh yeah.
Having the best day ever? Great. And we're losing Fry again because character, there's a buzz. Her bag is open. She doesn't care.
She's busy.
She's going to see Buzz Lightyear. We're both like at least six inches taller than her, and she is quick. All right, the Space Mountain standby line comes all the way out here. It is 60 minutes. We get to cruise right past it.
Nice.
With Genie Plus and head through the lightning lane.
It is one of the OG rides. And fun fact, the reason that the outside looks like this, the beams are actually structurally supportive because they couldn't put them inside because then the roller coaster would run into them. So, fun little fact for you. There we go. Starboard.
High blood pressure, heart deficit, expected other sugar, and passengers do not need the
Alright, next up on our list, we're going to do Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin. This is that classic shooter style attraction themed to Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story. It is a competition, so you shoot things and win points. The goal, of course, is to win. If you hit the ultimate high score of 999,999, you get to become a galactic hero. Has anyone ever gotten galactic hero?
I have.
Oh, I have not.
I need to tell you how though, because it'll make you feel better. The ride stopped, and they didn't stop the points.
Okay.
So it was stopped at a Target.
Okay, that makes me feel better.
I've gotten it for real during the ride multiple times.
Ooh.
All right, we're in the lightning lane for Buzz, and we just scanned in, so I was able to book us our next, and I got us Pirates of the Caribbean for just 15 minutes from now. But our Peter Pan's flight from earlier we'll get to do first, and our Seven Dwarfs Mine Train individual lightning lane we'll get to do. So we get 3 awesome rides in a row. Wow.
That's a Genie Plus day.
That's a Genie Plus. That's the best day ever.
It is.
Thank you. Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Are you gonna get galactic whatever? Galactic hero? Woo! You have 800 points. What are you shooting?
I don't know. I think mine's broken. Oh, just kidding.
Ooh, yes. It's upsetting. Emma, how did you do that so fast? We were stopped and Frybucket and I still only have 100,000 each. You beat me.
You are a planetary pilot, and I am a space ace.
Planetary pilot and space ace. And then galactic hero. Alright, I'm not gonna jinx it, but something hasn't happened today. I'm not saying what it is. That typically happens in the afternoon in Florida, and it hasn't happened. You get it. That's pretty cool. That's definitely best day ever material. Not that we couldn't have the best day ever if that did happen, but it's definitely nice. Alright, we're headed over to Peter Pan's flight now because this one that we booked hours and hours and hours ago, it's time to go and ride Peter Pan's. I'm so excited. I will say it's definitely looking like it's a little bit easier to find lightning lanes for most attractions later in the day here. However, I will also note that some are completely unavailable. So Jungle Cruise is completely gone for the day. I wouldn't be surprised if Peter Pan's flight is as well. That doesn't mean you're out of luck. You can definitely refresh to try to find one. But that's not what we're doing today. We're focusing on having the best day ever, and we were able to grab these earlier. And that's probably what you should aim to do as well. Peter Pan's flight is an opening day dark ride where you do fly in a flying pirate ship and get to travel over Tiny London, which is my favorite part, and then into Neverland. It's a very magical ride. It is very short and it tends to have a very long wait. Right now it is 80 minutes. So I certainly don't recommend waiting 80 minutes for this ride. If you have Genie Plus, use it. If you are a resort guest, rope drop this one. And if all else fails, hop in line at the end of the day. Now I will say that in the Lightning Lane, you do skip the queue for this ride, and this ride does have a very cool queue.
I love this queue. It's one of my favorites.
It is one of my favorites as well. And that is a bummer, but even with the cool queue, the 80 minutes is just too much for such a short attraction.
Blonde, brunette, and redhead.
All 3 of us.
Oh no, Wendy!
Better take that
needs an egg job.
I understand that. Not the beautiful, but not being scary. Next, we are headed to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, which is, I think, and I know actually, the most popular ride in Magic Kingdom. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is a coaster that is very family friendly, hence why it is one of the most popular rides. It is actually down to 80 minutes right now, but that's still 80 minutes. And that is low for Seven Dwarfs. Not crazy low, but it's not as high as it has been all day. My ears, I should have taken them off.
Why did you do?
I don't know. Oh, we're going uphill. Choices. Oh my gosh, okay.
I was like, why is it so dark?
It's sunglasses.
I had my sunglasses on.
Of course. There she is. Our sweet little Fry.
Our Fry.
Well, girlies, how you feeling?
I feel great. I love that the cars on that swing back and forth. That's my favorite part about it. It's certainly not my favorite. It's a little short for a coaster, but it is a blast every time I ride it. I like it better than Slinky Dog Dash.
Ooh, those are
Is that
big
a hot
words.
take?
I think that might be a hot
I
take.
think that's a hot take.
Yeah.
Okay,
How do you
sorry.
feel, Fry?
I do really enjoy that ride. I don't always justify the super long wait. Me personally, if I'm here at the parks by myself, I would skip it, but it's
There
a
you
very
go.
good ride.
We're off to another lightning lane.
Lightning lane?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Caribbean?
Caribbean?
Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Well, it depends on what we're talking about.
Caribbean.
I'm going Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's Caribbean, as Jack Sparrow is saying it. It's the Pirates of the Caribbean love. It's the only time it's Caribbean. Otherwise, it's Caribbean.
Well, the way he says it, wouldn't that be the correct way to say it?
Yeah.
No, because Jack Sparrow says things weird.
This is feeling very Pecos Pecos.
I'm getting those same vibes.
Yeah.
It is. We should take a little detour, I think.
I think I know.
Yeah,
What do we do
we just need to go this way. Hey, Emma, you think she's moved?
You betrayed me.
This is the haunted doll that I make Emma look at every time we're here together.
I think she moved.
I think she moved too. Her head was close to the window, and now it's not.
Does she have a name?
I don't know. Should we name her?
Name her?
We should.
I love the name Cynthia.
All right, Cynthia it is. Unless she has a name, in which case we will find it.
I'm gonna call her Cynthia.
This is Cynthia and Emma.
Correct me.
All right. Bye, Cynthia.
Oh. Next stop of the day is Pirates of the Caribbean. It is a boat ride, Pirates of the Caribbean themed. It is currently a 45-minute wait, but of course we do have a lightning lane, and it has been down for most of the day, so that's why a lot of people are rushing here now. And we're going for our favorite boat-loving girl and our tiny pirate. Let's get it going, ladies.
Pirates, 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 pirates.
What did you think?
I love Pirates. Obviously, classic attraction. Must do.
It's a good...
Sweet mateys, arr. I turned into a pirate. for the rest of the day.
You sound a bit Irish as well.
I'm doing Barbosa. All right, so my favorite entertainment offering of the day is coming up. A must-do for me, absolutely, which is the Adventure Friends, the Disney Adventure Friends Cavalcade. It is coming up soon. There's a wind blowing, and it better not get rid of my Adventure Friends Cavalcade. I will cry.
But it's the perfect day.
It is the best day ever, exactly. So we can't lose out on my cavalcade. So we're gonna grab a Dole Whip and then I think go watch it. Does that sound good to everybody?
That sounds perfect.
Wonderful.
We've made it over to Aloha Isle in Adventureland, right next to the Enchanted Tiki Room. This is where you're gonna get the classic Dole Whip. No mobile order here at Aloha Isle. You can mobile order at Sunshine Tree Terrace. One of our favorite things that has just recently come back on the menu is the pineapple upside down cake. Okay, emergency.
What has happened? How did that happen to you? We got these handed to us at the same time.
Oh my god. My hand's gonna be so sticky.
I have a spoon. Would that be helpful?
Not really.
Okay.
Are you okay? No.
Alright, Bucket, I swear if we miss Miguel because you are having this situation. Incidentally, having Dole Whip melt all over you is part of the best day ever. So
It's gonna happen.
yeah. Another part of the best day ever is that we got our Dole Whips from right here at Aloha Isle, and now we just have to walk right through this passageway to Frontierland, where we can catch the Disney Adventure Friends Cavalcade as it steps off in just a minute. Just like the parade, these do step off on the parade route, and they will be in Frontierland first, right at the start of them, and then takes a little bit longer to get down to Main Street. So let's go see my sweet boy, Miguel. We are enjoying our Dole Whip. We found a very nice spot along the parade route to hopefully catch this cavalcade. There are some scary clouds, but I haven't heard any thunder, so fingers crossed.
It's the best day ever. Yeah. Oh, she's prepared. Here we go.
I gotta see Miguel. About as much as I like the Festival of Fantasy Parade, and it's like a third of the length, maybe even less. It has almost 40 characters, which is the most that any of the cavalcades have ever been. It has Mirabelle, it has Turk, it has Max, I've seen Marie. The characters do rotate, but it tends to have more rare characters, and it is the only place in Disney World that you can see Miguel from Coco, which is obviously makes it very near and dear to my heart. And he's in his little mariachi outfit.
He looks so good.
He looks so good. I love it. Status update. We, or at least one of us, has caught every single show or parade or cavalcade today. It's pretty amazing. The only one I missed was the parade. You guys saw them all. And we've got fireworks later, and that will be every single entertainment offering. That sounds like a best day ever to me.
That's my best day ever.
And now we've got lots more rides to do.
Did you hear that?
I feel a hoedown a brewing.
I also look, it's Jeff. It's Dale.
Dale!
Hoedown's happening. It's
So what you just witnessed was the Frontierland Hoedown, which is super, super fun. It is not scheduled in the app, so that one is definitely more of a surprise. If you want to know more, you can ask cast members in Frontierland. They can probably give you a little bit more information, but there's no set times. So if you're walking around Frontierland and you see those characters start to pop up, specifically Chip and Dale in their cowboy costumes, or Clarabelle, that is a good indicator that the hoedown is about to happen.
all right, I was just able to book us a haunted mansion. Fry Bucket has been checking the princess wait times literally all day. They're still pretty long. So hopefully we'll be able to catch them a little shorter later. I think they're open pretty late. I have really great news, you guys. We're in Adventureland, so I thought We have some time to kill.
We do have some time to kill.
What if
I know
we,
a treehouse.
What if we hosted the Swiss Family Treehouse? I've never seen people this excited to go walk upstairs. All right, here we go. This is actually, oddly enough, one of my favorite, very classic Disney films. They do have it on Disney Plus, and I have watched it since I was a little kid, so I think that's why I do enjoy the walk through attraction so much. If you haven't seen it, check it out. My darling good husband, you're looking fantastic today.
Thank you. My good wife.
Of course. How are you, boys?
I'm bored.
What about the other two?
How about we walk up some stairs?
Oh, of course. Let's head up into the house.
It's just father and mother.
I actually do think
Her
that.
name is Mother Robinson. Her real name is actually Elizabeth, but it's never mentioned in the film.
Oh, well there you go.
I'm Mother Robinson, I'm Father Robinson.
And there's our three precious
And our
little
three
boys. So as you can tell as we climb and climb and climb, this is not a handicap accessible attraction. Unfortunately, you do have to be able to walk up these stairs. There are no lifts or elevators or anything like that. So this is my favorite part of this entire attraction, is the view, not the bedroom. Father, good Lord. So this is one of my favorite parts of this entire attraction. This is why I do think it's worth walking up here if you're interested, because you can see this amazing view of the castle and now Tron, Space Mountain. It's just very pretty. You can even see the crowds below you if you look through the trees, which I think is very nice. Another fun fact about this attraction is that they had this similar attraction in Disneyland, but it was Tarzan's treehouse, and they recently closed it, so this is the only place you can get this. I really thought that Emma's enthusiasm for the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse was like fabricated for a bit, and I've since learned that she has an immense knowledge about
I love this movie.
Swiss Family Robinson.
This was one of my favorites as a kid. Have you not seen it?
I've never seen it.
I hope you're not busy tonight.
We're gonna be here till 11.
I know what I said.
Okay.
I will say I grabbed that lightning lane for Haunted Mansion. I don't think that'll be our last of the night. We'll probably grab one more. You can only use an attraction one time for Genie Plus, so it's not like we could get Space Mountain again later. We'll be limited to the ones that we haven't used lightning lane on yet. And again, we've just kind of been picking and choosing them throughout the day, and the goal is to not wait over 30 minutes for anything, and that means we've just been focusing on the big rides with Genie Plus. It has been relatively easy on this mid-crowd day to get lightning lanes, even if they are a few hours out, and then kill some time in the middle.
Frybuck and Emma just stopped me for some reason, and I'm not sure what it is. I guess a photo? Oh, they're posing like Walt and Mickey. I can't tell the difference between you and the statue. Who are the partners and who are the partners? Wow. Now, the way we've used Genie Plus today has meant that I haven't had to do much refreshing. On a mid-level crowds day like today, it's been pretty easy for us to pull one that's like 2 hours out, not too far. On busier days, it can be a little more difficult, and you might have to do that refreshing to try to get a better time. When you refresh, those times do replenish, and people do cancel all the time, so you can grab better ones. Again, we have tons of videos on maximizing Genie Plus. We can certainly do updated ones here in Magic Kingdom if you'd like. But today, I haven't had to spend very much time on my phone at all. I've just used Genie Plus, and we've been able to get it for every major attraction on a pretty mid-level crowd day. So
It's been a good day.
yeah, been a best day ever. Would you maybe say?
I'd say a best day.
I'd say a best day ever too. But the day is not over. We have lots more.
Semi-young.
Yeah, it is semi-young. It's only 7:15.
Yeah.
We still have another several. How many hours is 2:11? 4 hours in the park. Still got fireworks to do. Lots more time for rides. Time for snacks. So I think right now we go ride People Mover because all of our legs are jello after walking the Swiss Family Robinson.
Being people moved.
We are on to the king of all filler attractions, the Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover. You can see it going overhead there. This is a very popular ride, but it has a pretty high capacity, so it tends to keep a relatively short wait all day. It's a posted 15 right now. I've seen it go up to, I think, 35 at the highest today. You can usually get on this for 15 or less, 15 minutes or less. The great part of People Mover, like Peter Pan's flight, is that we all get to ride together. Fry Bucket, how are you feeling? Are you feeling moved?
I'm feeling very moved.
Me, I am also feeling moved. Tron looks good. I was kind of skeptical of the canopy. It looks good.
It does.
It fits Tomorrowland.
Alright, we just rode People Mover and now we're heading to Haunted Mansion for our lightning lane. So even though our rides are kind of spread out and we are zigzagging, it's easier to do here in Magic Kingdom because of the hub. So we can walk right through here and get to Liberty Square in just a few minutes from the People Mover.
How did we feel?
I felt spooky.
A little spooked. I felt a little haunted.
I've been informed by these two that the part where you are laying down, where I always want to take a little nap,
A little
nippy nap right before you go into the backyard, is that you're supposed to be falling out of the house, and that's why you can see the ghosts after, is because you have become the Thousand Pines.
Yes. You died. Fun fact.
That's very spooky.
Little knowledge.
I like riding that at night too, so I'm pretty happy with it being one of our end of day rides, one of our final lightning lanes, because we got to ride it and come out to the nighttime.
Yeah.
I'm mobile ordering us food from Casey's Corner. The fireworks are coming up. It's about dinner time.
Nice.
So I think we do Casey's Corner for dinner. Again, you can definitely do a table service restaurant around this time. Just make sure it's at least 2 hours before fireworks if you want to catch the fireworks after.
Oh, there's a 30-minute announcement.
30-minute announcement. Our timing is so perfect.
You're nailing it.
It's the best day ever. I think I'm gonna stay and eat our dinner and watch fireworks, and we can watch them all together.
Yes, I especially think you should stay and watch fireworks because there's a new addition to Enchantment.
Yes.
You haven't seen yet.
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw it a few days ago on the first night.
Emma hasn't seen it either.
I'm very excited.
It's an addition that adds a little bit of history, a little bit of Walt, so we will check that out. I'm so excited. All right, so we did get a double order of corn dog nuggets from Casey's. We got 2, and you can add plastic cheese for $1. Casey's Corner is the hot dog spot that's on Main Street, so at the time we ordered, it was pretty busy as people got their snacks for fireworks, but we've got them, and as you can see, we are on Main Street with a pretty good spot for the fireworks, which are coming up soon. All right, I'm trying a corn dog nugget because I just can't resist it. I'm very hungry.
The Casey's drinks are huge.
Very big drinks at Casey's.
And they're the same price as other places.
Corn dog nuggets are amazing. They are super soft batter, crispy on the outside. A little bit of a gritty kind of cornmeal-y texture, so if that's off-putting to you, keep an eye out for that. I love them dipped in plastic cheese. I love them a lot with ketchup. And Casey's does have a lot of like sauces available at their little sauce station, so it's a perfect fireworks snack in my opinion. I watched the very last night of Happily Ever After with corn dog nuggets in hand. It was an embarrassing TikTok that got a lot of views. Nice. Except it was embarrassing. I was sitting next to a trash can on the ground. But that's just what you gotta do. That's part of a best day. Part of a best day.
Fry-wise, these are the exact same ones that we had in lunch. These are the exact same ones that we had at lunch, so nothing different. A classic Disney fry, still good, and with the added plastic cheese, even a little bit better.
Okay, I'm gonna try to show you these crowds.
Step inside the tape area, like this little spot right there.
Main Street is full.
Found fry.
I have no.
This is hard, it's reversed.
Thank you.
Emma's demonstrating what we like to do during fireworks. We just take ears off. Makes it a little easier for people to see behind you.
Real nice and respectful.
And because it's a big crowd and that might be blocking somebody's view a little. will stay open past fireworks, which means we're in a bit of a swimming upstream situation right now. Some people are headed for the exit after fireworks, especially those with little kids. The fireworks do happen at 9 p.m. You might want to head out after them. If you do not have to head out because either the park has closed or you've got kiddos or you need to head out, I do recommend staying because that's when you can get on some rides with some very short waits. I did a wait time check during fireworks. The longest waits in the park were 50 minutes, but most waits were 5 or 10 minutes for rides that all day were up above 30 minutes. So it's a prime time for rides is during the fireworks and after. So many people are headed out of the park and down Main Street. When you watch the fireworks, you're going to deal with these crowds. It's definitely a time to be patient and be kind to others because it is obviously a lot of people moving through this space. Make sure you're being aware of your surroundings. I've definitely been clipped by a stroller or an ECV before it can happen, so just keep an eye out. Listening to cast and being nice to cast does extend all day, but it's especially poignant at the firework exit time. I've heard from prior cast members that working the fireworks shift is one of the worst shifts because it is a lot of getting yelled at, a lot of people not understanding why they can't go the ways they want to go. So just listen, be kind, and do that all day. Cast members are trying to do their job.
They're doing their best.
All right, so there's an hour and a half left in the park. It's about 9:24 right now. So with the new addition, Disney Enchantment is an 18-minute show. After the show, it will take you a bit to get out of the hub or wherever you're standing. We were on Main Street, we're headed back into the park. So it's gonna take us a minute. All in all, the show starts at 9. It looks like it's about 9:26 right now. So we'll probably be getting out of crowds and into space a little bit at 9:30. We're trying to get over to Fantasyland. Now a lot is blocked for firework fallout, so again, follow cast members and just know that under the castle and routes right directly around the castle will be blocked off for a bit after fireworks because they block it off for firework fallout. It's actually sprinkling a little bit right now. And lightninging, yeah. You just summoned that.
Well, you know me and the weather.
Yeah, you and the weather. You love summoning rain. The other thing to keep in mind is that when you are at the park after fireworks, some stuff is not going to stay open all the way until close, especially when it's a late night like tonight. Magic Kingdom is open to all guests until 11 p.m. tonight. Some food and dining locations will close, so check the My Disney Experience app. If you have your eye on like Columbia Harbor House, we just walked by and it was closed. Some attractions will close, although typically any like true ride or like show will stay open, where character meet and greets will close. Do you guys want to ride It's a Small World?
Might as well. 10 minutes, baby.
Now this ride was up in the 35-minute plus range for most of the day. I saw it spike even higher than that, and now it's a walk-on. It's posted 10 minutes, but there was literally no one standing at the boats. You guys, we're in a yellow boat. I've got my favorite color for like every ride that has a yellow car. I mean, hello. It's Ride They manifested it with her shirt. Also, it's the best day ever. So of course I did. Plus today and our purchase of the Lightning Lane at Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, which was $10 today. We did spend some extra money on top of our park tickets to have the best day ever today. If you would like to see what a day without spending any money in Magic Kingdom can look like with the best strategy, go ahead and let us know in the comments. We would love to give that a try and give all of our tips.
Another fun ride that we are going to do post-firework is of course going to be Dumbo the Flying Elephant. Dumbo is a Disney staple. It is one of the classics that a lot of people who aren't even Disney people know about because of course it's Dumbo the Flying Elephant. We're going to sit on Dumbo's lovely bike and take a ride through the skies. It is only 5 minutes right now, and because it is a Disney staple, that number can actually get pretty high. That is why we're waiting to do it towards the end of the evening.
You may have to ride alone. But I did get the orangish yellow Dumbo, which I'll take. Yellow ride vehicles. Oh my gosh.
We need to do this. Can you be in charge of that? Thank you.
Oh no.
Look at that little girl back there.
Oh, okay. I thought I was stuck at one height, which honestly probably would have been good. There they are. Let's go up and catch them.
Oh, I am so bad at flying elephants. Hey guys! Come back up! Hello!
I'm stressed out. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, it's
Demo
cool.
has the prettiest
No, you're
views
fine.
at night.
Just does a little bounce thing sometimes.
Storybook Circus.
It's okay. We're okay. I will say this, the weather's perfect.
You can even see out
Take
here.
that. And we can see the
castle,
which is actually very beautiful. So this is Dad. I've got a fry with me. So good. And look at her back there, living her best. Oh, that was some lightning.
So we've done pretty much all of our heavy hitters today. Actually, definitely all of our heavy hitters. We're holding out hope for Winnie the Pooh, but that was on our second list of priorities, so won't have any effect on our best day ever if we don't snag it. Now what we can do right now is grab another extra. This was on our if we have time. It's 10:05. We've been breezing through these rides after fireworks, and Under the Sea Journey of the Little Mermaid does only have a 5-minute wait. Now this queue might seem like it's all rocks, and right now we're breezing through it. It pretty much is all rocks, but there are actually a ton of very cool theming details in here, including some hidden details like a reference to the Nautilus, which the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea attraction was what used to be here. And there is a hidden Mickey in this queue that can only be seen once a year on Mickey Mouse's birthday if it is sunny. I tried to see it this year. I was here on Mickey's birthday and it was not sunny. Florida foiled it.
How was Little Mermaid? Magical, under the sea, sing-songy.
I don't love that ride just because it skips the climax. And that's, I would love to see the fight scene where Eric crashes the boat in Ursula.
Stab.
But I will say the animatronic Ursula is amazing. Some of the animatronics are a little off-putting, namely Ariel.
Ariel's
She just
are
doesn't
tough
have any
sometimes.
lips. And it's or teeth. She sometimes has teeth,
but it's not in the right way.
And
anyways, those are problems that only we think about.
Yeah,
sorry. Tangent.
It is a delight. It is a delightful ride, and I actually really love it because this was a new dark ride from scratch in 2011 instead of an overlay on an existing darker boat ride, which is just a more recent reminder that Disney still cares about doing classic dark rides for their stories, which are that's Disney, baby.
Yeah, baby.
So that's why I like this ride, is because there's a cool Ursula animatronic, and it definitely is a classic dark ride style.
Yep. Guess what we get to go do now? We get to go meet some princesses.
Princesses.
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready, Fry? Fry loves Rapunzel.
Rapunzel and Belle, my number 2.
You're number 2.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Now, have any of you ever been to the Sadly Duck?
No, but I really want to go.
Oh, me
Okay,
too.
well, now's the time to go. We are having a talent show pretty soon.
A talent show?
If you do join us, you do have to put on an act. What would your act be?
Oh, a dance. Definitely a choreographed dance.
For everyone?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it would be a group dance, I think.
Perfect. Okay,
Yes.
Even better.
Yes.
I've been trying to give Lewis the Dr. beignets that I made for him earlier. He likes his special. He likes extra honey and extra powdered sugar.
Oh.
Find him, or we would be. I was gonna say.
We will eat the beignets. Good news. We've got to meet Tiana and Rapunzel, and it is 10:38. We have so much time left because it was only an 8-minute wait when it said 35 to meet the princesses. And according to my Disney experience, we'll have to see when we get over here, Winnie the Pooh is back up. Best day ever! Yeah. Oh my gosh. This ride actually also got the addition of a queue that is interactive with a little playground element, which is great for kiddos, especially in the longer waits. Now it is sort of like one of those indoor-outdoor things where it opens right to the outdoors. Can get pretty hot to wait for this ride during the day.
So for maybe one of our final rides of the night, we're rounding it off with the Barnstormer with the great Goofini. I'm very excited. This is a great intro coaster for kids. It's a little bit more intense than people realize, but it's a good first coaster. I actually really enjoy it even as an adult.
It's another one with those fry bucket sized ride vehicles.
Yep.
The ones I love.
Oh man!
We made it.
It was fine. We got right back.
Safe and sound.
We're just as good a pilot as Goofy is.
Yeah.
It's 11 even. I just checked the wait times at 10:59. The last minute the park was open. Space Mountain was at a 70-minute posted wait. So getting in line in the last minute of the park, you would wait 70-ish minutes for Space Mountain, maybe a little less, potentially a little more if things were really wild. But you would wait all of that time after the park was technically closed, so you wouldn't be using any of your park day. Other lengthy ones, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is at 60 minutes, Peter Pan's Flight at 45, Jungle Cruise and Astro Orbiter still at 40, and then everything else is 30 or lower right at the very, very end of the park day. Another thing you can do after the park is closed, the PhotoPass photographers do stay out while people are heading out of the park for the day. So you can still snap a photo with the beautiful nighttime vibes of the castle, which from here you can see look absolutely amazing. Plaza Ice Cream Parlor is one of the many places to find a frozen treat in Magic Kingdom. Fry Bucket is very passionate about ice cream. There is no mobile order here at Plaza Ice Cream Parlor. It is the only spot that's open past close tonight, but sometimes Casey's Corner will stay open past close, and sometimes the confectionery will. You can check out those times in the My Disney Experience app to see when you might be able to grab something a little after close. Fry Bucket, you should do your hair like a Gibson girl. I think it'd look nice. Editor, can you put that hair on Fry Bucket? Here's a good shot of Fry Bucket. All right, it's dark, but we did get this Brownie Sundae. It's a warm brownie. You can get whatever flavor of ice cream on it if you like. You can pick different flavors for each scoop. It's 2 scoops. We got mint chocolate chip. Comes with hot fudge, whipped cream, cherry, and little chocolate cookie Mickey ears. Ice cream time.
I don't know which to start.
I'm so excited. I'm going hot fudge, whipped cream.
Don't forget there's a brownie
and
over
brownie
there.
at the bottom. It's warm.
Okay, I'm going for brownie.
Oh, I lost it.
That warm brownie with Edie's ice cream, absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
Edie's, right? I'm pretty sure. Not Eddie's. Edie's.
I've always thought it was Eddie's. Not again. Fry Bucket, what's your vote?
It's a long day.
Edie's. That was from an Edie's commercial.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the ice creams, it is just Edie's, so you can buy this in your grocery store. It is nothing special. For me, frozen treat-wise, I prefer Dole Whip, but it's still very delicious ice cream, and everything tastes better when you're looking at Cinderella Castle. Agreed. It comes with hot fudge. I love hot and cold desserts together. So it's warm brownie, cold ice cream, hot fudge, cold whipped cream, cherry, and it has Mickey ears. And of course, ice cream bucket is an ice cream bean.
Yum.
Ice cream bucket.
Ice cream bucket.
Yeah, my new name is Ice Cream Bucket.
Oh, okay. Mental note.
Only late night though.
Late night.
After hours, Fry
okay, I
Bucket
was
turns
gonna say.
into ice cream bucket.
Like 10:45, 11.
It's like when like a coffee shop turns into a wine bar.
That actually makes complete sense to me.
So what do you say, guys? Was that the best day ever?
That was the best day ever.
I think it was.
I think we did it.
It was really good.
Were you asking for a high five?
Yeah, I'll take a high five.
Okay.
Best day ever. You weren't. What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
I don't know what happened just there.
At long last, the full spritz has started, and the rain, as we are literally exiting Magic Kingdom on our best day ever.
I'll still take that.
I will definitely take that. In August, the whole day until like almost midnight. That's amazing. Yeah. All right, one last tip. We are headed out of the park pretty late now. As you can see, Lot fewer people on Main Street than any other time of day. PhotoPass photographers are still out. Great time for photos and a better time to take transportation than immediately after the fireworks. It will still be a little busier than if you left before the fireworks, but definitely not nearly as bad as the mass exodus after Enchantment. And that is how you have the best day ever in Magic Kingdom.
If you like this video, go like and subscribe. And now go watch our video on our scavenger hunt in Magic Kingdom.
See you there.